What I have here today is a 12 volt starter from a Briggs and Stratton. This happens to be a 16 tooth. They make them in different teeth size here, and has a couple problems. One of them is obviously it doesn't work, but the nut on here is completely stripped off. So I fortunately was able to get the cable off here, and what we'll do is take a look at the orientation here if you need to put a little scratch on there or whatever, so when you put it back together that your lug is on the proper side. And what I'll do is I'm going to lightly clamp it in the vise and then take these two bolts off here. Okay, I have it clamped in the vise on the bracket here, and it is a 5/16. I'll take and remove these two screws here. Now pull the top brush thing off here, and I'm going to take a look at the brushes here, see if they look okay. Okay, with the cap off the back there, you can go ahead and pull this out, and I can see in here, let's see if I can get the light show it up a little better. There are pieces of the magnet broken off here. That is in there, and it's pretty well gouged up on the other side. So I'll clean the commutator up. That's this here. I'm going to take some 400 grit wet dry sandpaper that they use for body work. I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to put these brushes back in there and clean this up a little bit. See if I can go and tap a new some threads on there with a die. Alright, now that's all cleaned up. Okay, when I was trying to remove that nut on that stud there, this actually broke apart. So I went and purchased a new one, and there's several different kinds. There's one that has an open back on there, and get the closed one here. Part number is 395537, and that is a Briggs number. And they have some little instructions here. Sometimes these mounting holes here for the screws need to be enlarged a little bit, like this one here. So it says here that you need a 17/64 drill bit to drill this out, so these fit in. Oh, I guess these fit in fine. So if your bolts are a little longer, you'll need to drill those out a little bit. Now the trick to reassembly here is there is some little wires holding the brushes back, and that'll let you get it through the commutator here, and when you push it on, they're bent just a little bit and they'll push out. So you want to retain those in there, and if not, you'll have to make some. And what I have done in the past is use some little welding wire here, and I had bent that to hold them back so it will fit on there. This will move a little bit on the top here where the screws go, and we'll go ahead and get the positive connection lined up, and then we'll bolt it together. When you put it together, these wires will actually be pushed off of there. And obviously you remove them. Stick our bolts in there. And we'll take our wrench and tighten those up. Okay, I'll attach our wire here, and we'll go and touch it to a battery. We'll touch the body of it to the negative side, and then use our wire here and touch the positive side. This bendix should pop out and it should spin. Okay, we're ready to test the motor here. I'm going to ground this, touch that to the negative side, and hit the wire to the positive. This bendix should pop up and it should spin. It works.